She thought she owned the entire neighborhood. She fined a veteran for flying the American flag. She told my teenage daughter her artwork was visual clutter and issued a $200 violation. She even ran over our neighbor's dog and blamed the dog. This wasn't just a difficult HOA president. This was a power-hungry tyrant with a clipboard and a God complex. We lived in fear of her fake smiles and real fines until she made one mistake. She called the police on a dad for letting his kids draw with sidewalk chalk. The video went viral. The neighborhood turned. And that was the day the HOA held a secret vote and fired her. What happened next? She lost everything, her power, her house, her pride, while the entire block watched. This is the true story of how one HOA Karen finally got her instant karma. 6 months ago, Karen ran the HOA like a tyrant. She had this smug way of strolling around, clipboard in hand, as if she were the queen of our quiet cul-de-sac. Your lawn was a quarter-inch too high. $100 fine. Trash cans visible for 10 extra minutes. $50 fine. She fined a Vietnam veteran for having a flag that wasn't HOA approved. But what really broke everything was what she did to my family. My daughter, Mila, was 16, smart, artistic, and a little shy. She painted a mural on our backyard fence facing inward, just for herself. A peaceful mountain scene. But Karen saw it from her upstairs window. The next day, I got a violation letter and a fine for unsanctioned visual clutter. Mila cried, not just because of the fine, but because Karen marched over, uninvited, and told her to her face, "This isn't your art school, sweetheart. This is my neighborhood." It wasn't just cruel. It was calculated. I tried to be civil. I attended HOA meetings, challenged her rules, even offered to volunteer. But she shut me down every time. "Not on the agenda," she'd smirk. Then came the mailbox incident. Karen claimed our mailbox shade of black wasn't the approved matte finish. It looked fine to the human eye, but apparently, it was glossy under direct sunlight. That's when I realized Karen wasn't just enforcing rules. She was weaponizing them, and everyone was too scared or too exhausted to fight back. Until she made a mistake. A very big mistake. My neighbor James had an old Labrador named Rocky. The dog was slow, friendly, and never barked. One evening, Rocky was lying at the edge of James' yard when Karen came driving through, texting while speeding through our 15 miles per hour zone. She didn't see him. The screech was loud. Rocky yelped and limped away, his leg fractured. James was devastated. Karen didn't even get out of the car. She just yelled from the window, "Keep your mutt off the road." That was it. The neighborhood snapped. We all saw it. Someone had it on their Ring camera. And for the first time, everyone, quiet ones, tired ones, angry ones, banded together. I didn't know a neighborhood could act like a secret resistance group, but that's what happened. We went door to door, collected every violation, every abusive email, every absurd policy. We built a dossier so thick it looked like a criminal file. Then we read the bylaws, and buried in the legalese was this: any HOA board member can be removed by a 2/3 majority vote of residents. So, we held a special election. We were 3 votes short of the threshold until Karen fined a new family $300 for planting lavender instead of roses. They flipped. Vote day arrived. People showed up in lawn chairs. Someone brought popcorn. Karen looked confident until the vote count was read aloud. She lost by 27 votes. You'd think that would be the end of it. But karma doesn't knock once. Karen refused to step down, claimed the vote was invalid. She trespassed into HOA storage and deleted files from the computer. Unfortunately for her, she didn't know we'd backed it all up. We pressed charges for vandalism and data tampering. Police came to her door. She screamed, threw her HOA name badge at the officer, and said, "You're all going to regret this." Then came the news interviews. She claimed we were bullying her, that the HOA needed discipline, and that they're just jealous of my standards. It went viral, and not in a good way. Local news dubbed her dictator of the driveway. Memes exploded. A clip of her yelling at a mom for using non-compliant chalk on her kid's driveway got 3.2 million views. By the time the court date arrived, She had no support left. We learned Karen had used HOA funds to pay for personal landscaping and an elaborate Halloween setup, over $8,000 unapproved. She claimed it was for community beautification. The judge disagreed. She was ordered to repay the full amount. Her bank account couldn't handle it. Her house, yes, the one she used to shame others, went up for foreclosure. The same neighbors she fined for trivial things? They cheered as the moving truck pulled up. She left without saying a word, but the silence was loud. You'd be amazed what a neighborhood feels like when the fear lifts. Kids play outside without being scolded. People decorate their homes without citations. We even started a weekly movie night on the community lawn. The best part? We changed the bylaws. No one person can ever control the HOA again. Karen still lives in the area. Rumor says she tried applying to a different HOA, but someone always forwards her dictator of the driveway video. She's become the warning, not the rule. Sometimes, the system doesn't change until someone pushes too far. Karen pushed, and we pushed back harder. She built her kingdom out of petty fines and fear. But in the end, it wasn't a grand plan or revenge that took her down. It was the truth, the people, and karma, delivered right on schedule. So next time someone tries to control you with rules meant to break you, just remember, even Karen's answer to karma